Howdy folks, how are we doing? Now, I'm going to try my very best to do an unbiased review on the 4220 Icon. See how we get on. You forget just how smooth these things are. They're like a Rolls Royce, they are. They just glide. Right, so we're going to get set up for flat lifting, which seems to be the Saunders yardstick this year. Everything has gone the flat lift. So obviously there is a lot to take in here, over previous Fastrac iterations. But we're going to get going quick because I want to get on. We're in the grass field down the bottom, and along there is where the fire was. You can see how green it is down the bottom, actually, how that grass has come back after being burnt. But anyway, we're gonna get smashed into this, and then when we get working, we'll have a bit more of a detailed look. So first things first, we want full drive, we want diff lock, and we want it in automatic. We want right, we've got a depressed clutch to go into low range. Right, so yeah, it tells us there we're in low range. Now there's tons and tons of information on this screen, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip that for a minute and I'm going to go onto this screen, which is, that's right, inbuilt auto guidance. How up to date is that? I mean, that is something, you know, the Fastrac has been sorely wanting for a long time. Now we've finally got it, so we will. I've already had a bit of a look at it, like in the yard, but so we do need to set up an implement. So we need to create new. So click on that. So new implement name, flat lift. Enter. Implement width is 2.6 meters. Tick that. Swath width 2.6. It's mounted. So it's done it all for me. So basically 0 meters yet. We'll leave that as is. It's mounted. No offset on the rear hitch. So we now need to confirm that, I should think. Click that there. So yeah, there we go, we are selected. So I've not actually done that before, but how simple was that? It's nice and foolproof. So now we need a this is unable to engage GPS, so we probably need that on. Yeah, that activates quick steer as well, so hopefully we might have to load up. We've got some green over there. Oh, that's, I'm being a bit thick there. That is the guidance button on the screen. So right, so we should be able to activate a guidance line now. So an AB straight, there we go. So right, put her in forwards, we're in forwards. Right, I'm just gonna, you know, for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna set an AB line. Get it nice and straight where I want it. Start A, so I've clicked A, give it nice and straight. Which I'm wobbling a bit, but we should be right. Set B, there you go, we have got some guidance lines. Can you see? So we will go back now. Notice that, go into reverse camera comes up automatically. I have already assigned button 5. These are all assignable, by the way. That is assigned to auto steer. So when we click that, that should engage us on the line. Yeah, so yeah. But so there's a, it's, well, you imagine that's been 3 years since I've driven a 4220. And of course it's all different as well. So I've got to just get my head around stuff. So I'm going to cheat for a minute and use hand throttle. We've got linkage up down there, so that's got us crawling forward. So let's get we need to put that onto user mode as well, so that puts a delay on the 4-wheel steer. So we are engaged. Drop the implement down. So I've done a few hours on her now, and I'm getting my head around all of the new features on the new control layout, of which there are many. But you know, it does look daunting. You know, it's a daunting looking outfit, but it's quite simply laid out and is user friendly. Everything is quite sort of intuitive. Traction may become an issue very shortly. Looks like this was going to miss us, but we may just get absolutely annihilated, which is a damn shame. Yeah, here it comes. Thought this was going to miss us, but so that rain has just made it blooming greasy on top, because of course it's, you know, a lot of it's grass. This bit is was a fire break, so we've got more traction here, but on that grass it is blooming tricky for traction now. But anyway, back to the machine. So we've got new joystick, new main joystick, and it's different from the older 4220s. It in that it imitates a lot of the other manufacturers now for sort of easiness, for, you know, swapping between brands, you know, swapping between tractors. So to go faster, you push it forward. Go slower, you go backwards, and you've got the button on the back just there. Press that, forward or back will change the direction. That one there is my set cruise control. I've got 2 of them, and I can just easily adjust that by using this scroll wheel here. So if I do that, you'll see it comes up on the screen automatically, green to let us know we've got it engaged, and we can just scroll up and down to whatever we want, and that will just match that speed. So just so easy that is. Right, we're coming to the end now, just ease it back a bit. it's just a bit sticky now, look. Put it right through, lift up. Back we go. Diff lock cuts out. Quick steer is activated, so it just takes that one, literally sort of about one rotation to do a full lock. So just another driver aid, just makes life easier. Not having to go like that one. See how smooth them changes are? Lovely and smooth. Just going to back it up. So we get in the corner and we can just, you know, pull right out the corner. Slow it down, forward. Numbered buttons and the ones on this joystick, the auxiliary joystick, are assignable, and it's really easy to do. It doesn't take much figuring out. So all you've got to do, you see, you've got a look down the bottom here, we've got a load of hotkeys. So we pick the one with the joystick symbol. There you go, we're on to all the assignable buttons. Down the bottom we can scroll along and put on whatever we want, and we are going to go with transmission, direction reversal. So you just hold that and you drag it up and put it in there. So now that button is just assigned to changing the direction. How simple is that? And you can do everything. You've got engine, hydraulics, diff lock, all the, you know, PTOs, hitch, everything, area covered, camera, suspension, rapid seat, GPS. You can literally map anything to any of them buttons. So that is, you know, it just gives you so many options. At the minute I've got that as me 1 and 2 as me set engine speeds. So 3 is 1500, 1 is at 1850. 2 and 4 I've got set as rear hitch up and down. I've got 5 set as engaging the auto steer. So it's just so simple. And you've got the spool levers as well. You can assign any spool lever to any colour. So if I want to delete that one, see that one's gone out now. And I want to put the yellow spool on it, so I hold on the yellow spool and I drag it to there. Well, I missed it that time. Drag it to there. There you go, it's gone yellow. I've got the yellow spool there. So you can configure it to however you want. I'm going to actually just delete that and go back to green. Green always belongs on the first one. But you get what I'm saying. You can assign anything, you know, all 6 spools you can assign to however you want. So we'll go back to the home screen. And we are struggling a bit. We're on the headland at the minute, so we're going to use the depth control. We quite badly need the depth control because we've stopped. That just the big one there. You adjust that and it comes up on screen with your amount like that. The smaller one does the front linkage. Again, so easy. Front and rear PTOs there. You've got your front and rear linkage buttons there as well. If you don't want them assigned to the joystick, you can just use them there. So it's giving you just, you know, all the options, like all the options You've got your preset engine revs are there as well, obviously hand throttle, your high and low transmission, and you've got a neutral button there as well. For the likes of Mucker, you still get a column mounted shuttle, because Mucker loves them for some unknown reason. We've got a new dash up front, nice and clear and concise, tells you everything you need to know, nothing more. So let's have a look at this new screen. Now this is the home screen. This is where you got all your major information, all your spools down there, your rear hitch, front hitch, control profile, engine, presets, transmission presets, what range you're in there, you see, and a speed, basically everything, and it's all configurable. And you just go into like control profile, click that, and you can then put in your own that is the thing, like Richard could put his own profile in, how he prefers to have the spools laid out, the buttons on the joysticks. So yeah, he'd just go create new, and then he'd put his details in, and then you can just swap profiles. It's so easy. So this is just like your phone really, or your tablet. To scroll through the pages, just do that. Now that's new. We've got ISO bus now, so we can control implements via this screen now. And you see we've still got all the information on here, front hitch, rear hitch, blah blah blah, engine revs and everything like that. We scroll again. Now here we go. Again, another first for JCB, integrated GPS. And it's again, you don't need to look at the book or have a, be told how to use it. It's very simple. It's, it doesn't take a lot of figuring out. So up here you got your symbols, so you go on there. We've got the flat lift on at the minute, gives us all our area worked, GPS signal, our speed. If you want to zoom in, just do it like you do on your phone, just 2 fingers and pinch it. You have 2D, 3D, that will then show you the whole field. You can put boundaries in and headlands, and that would show on this view, but I have not, obviously I've not done that. I've just put in an AB line, which is simply, again, click on that, create new, and you can just put in whatever type of AB line you want, a curved one, pivot ones, it doesn't matter. Here you can do your temporary nudges, so do that and it will nudge over 10, do that, it will come back. You can shift the line if you want, and it tells you where you are in regards to the existing AB line. So it's just click on something and it tells you. Get a point of interest like a power pole or whatever, just click that in, create there. Simple. Then you can just save all your fields on here, and you just bring it up when you come back to the field. It is just so simple. So if we grab and go over again, we've got the rear hitch camera. This can take up to 4 cameras. So again, it's another first lot. This screen allows you to do so much. So much. Is there any more? Yeah, we've got another one. Look what we've got here. We've got all your spool valves for you. Now what we've got? Back to the main home screen. But we're going to go back to the GPS because that's what we want on at the minute. So it's just so simple. And you've got your hotkeys down here. So your headland management there to put in a sequence of operations. I haven't bothered because I've only got the flat lift on. Click that back to GPS. It's just such a simple to use screen. That is key, because often these screens can be so complicated, even for someone that's tech savvy. It takes so much figuring out that you end up not using it. So we go into reverse, the reverse camera comes on automatically. Right, so you want to change some settings. How do you do it? Simple. Press that menu button next to the home button, and there you go. You've got all your machine settings down here. It's just simple. Look, you just flick it up with your hand, and you've got everything. You've got, that's actually something I haven't mentioned. This has got an auto stop, so when you park up and go and have a cup of tea and leave the tractor running, it'll turn itself off. So you can adjust that there, but you can adjust absolutely everything. Four-wheel steering, of course you've got true track on this, crab steering as well, so you can have each tyre working on a different bit of ground to save compaction. Rear delay, which is what we've got going on at the minute for auto steer, so that obviously when you know, the tractor's making fine adjustments, it's doing so just with the front steering rather than the back. But then when you turn the wheel again, you can adjust the setting there. We are at 30%. When you go over 30%, the rear wheel steering kicks in, so you've got the manoeuvrability. So like I say, you just got everything, all the cutouts there, do your diff locks and everything. Your climate, you can change, look at that, you can change all of that on your climate. This has also got a front and rear heated screen, so you got your mirrors there, that's your heated mirrors on. Just it doesn't take a genius to figure it out. If you don't like the screen there, well, you can just go like that. You can have it. How cool is that? You can have that wherever you want. I've moved my screen around, but I'd still like a better look at the implement. This is where the Fastrac comfort comes into its own. I could just be sat at home now in my lazy boy, just relaxing. I'm just so comfy. I've got a heated seat. It's also got ventilation, so it keeps me nice and cool. And these ones, actually, the old ones used to be full leather, so you did used to sweat on them. But now the middle section is a proper material, so you don't sweat a lot. And of course, you've got the air conditioning there as well. So it's just so comfy. I can put my legs out. All the controls are still there. Good view out the back. Bring the steering wheel down. I can still steer if I want to. This is where the Fastrac comfort really, like I say, comes into its own. Just so relaxing. It's not taxing for me. The auto steer's doing the work. The suspension is keeping me nice and comfy. There's no bumps or anything like that. The seat is just beautiful, and all the controls are there. See that button there? That activates the automatic transmission. So when we press that, what happens now is the tractor is working out the best combination of power from the transmission and engine power. There you go, she's just revving up a little bit to achieve the desired speed. Now the desired speed is set there, so we're at 5.8 kilometers an hour at the minute, and that's what we are doing, 5.6, 5.7. Now you see, now when I increase that up to 7k, we might not achieve 7k, or we might do. You see here the engine revving up and down, so it's thinking, right, I need a bit more engine power now to achieve this new speed, and then it'll get there, then it'll just back off a bit and see if it can handle it. So you can get, especially on heavy draft applications like what we're doing at the minute, you can get a bit of pulsing. But like when you're doing you know, less sort of strenuous activities, less sort of, you know, ploughing, for example. Ploughing is a good example, actually. It will find the best combination of transmission output and engine revs to give you the best fuel economy. And we all know that that is blooming important at the minute with how diesel prices are. So you see, it's just pulsing up and down a little bit as it's trying to find the best combination. But it also depends on, you know, the ground does change, especially where we are. So you'll get a nice easy bit, and the engine revs will drop, and you'll get a stiff bit, engine revs will pick up. But if I just drop that back now, you'll see it won't need so much horsepower, so much engine revs. So we're down to 1500 to achieve the same output, and that's a broken leg. She is just purring along, literally. Got the rev down to 1500. We've got a power line directly in front of us. That's why we've slowed up. Don't want to smash that, so we'll lift that up, go backwards. It's just so, well, what can you say? I've got to try and not be biased. I'm not going to be biased. It's brilliant. It simply is brilliant. Taken what a Fastrac always, you know, the good points of a Fastrac, and has just smashed it out of the park. Simple as. It's like sitting at home in the armchair. Super controllable, super smooth, nothing takes any effort. I think they've got this about bang on now. I mean, I am struggling to find anything where it could be improved. They've got the control system layout now, comfort, speed, safety. What more do you want? Literally, what more do you want?